Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mel Roberson, riding down 79th Street in Chicago, heading to my aunt's home, who made 50 care packages with her grandchildren for homeless people. My aunt unfortunately suffered from a broken leg. She was supposed to go to Haiti on a missions trip, and do some volunteer work over there. And when she broke her leg, it kept her from going. But she didn't want her circumstances to determine who she is as a person. So even in the midst of her suffering, she realized that there are other people who are suffering and wanted to do some good deeds. So since I have functional limbs, I am going to be the deliverer. But I really want you all to hear from her before I go drop these packages off. And so hold tight. You'll get to meet my aunt here in 1 second. So here are her crutches. And here are all of the care packages that she has made with her grandchildren for the people who are suffering from homelessness and hunger in Chicago. And you know, it all starts with us. Yeah, here she comes, y'all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with my aunt who dropped me on my head when I was a baby. And that's the reason I'm so great, because it rattled, it put it back in place. But this is Dr. Sims, and she is the brain behind what happened with the pictures that you just saw of all of the bags. And I shot a video before I came over here kind of explaining what was about to happen. So I don't know if you want to go into how you know, you were supposed to go on your trip, and this came out of you not going on your trip. I think that would be a good place to start.
Okay, well, I am Dr. Sims, and I'm a firm believer that each one reach one, and that's basically what this is about. And 1 week before I was scheduled to go to Haiti on a humanitarian effort, I fell at work, got my foot caught in my laptop cord. I fell, I broke my leg, my ankle, and my knee. 1 week before my trip, I was devastated, but I've been on crutches and non-weight bearing now for 5 months.
Wow.
Yeah. But I never gave up hope of getting to Haiti one day. But as I laid and prayed, I realized that there's so many things that I could do here. I mean, I'm still getting to Haiti, and I'm still going to get all over the world.
Right.
But there are so many things that I could do here, because there's so many people here that need that kind of help as well. We need humanitarian efforts right here in Chicago, in New Orleans, in Detroit, all over the place. So as I was praying, the Creator gave me the idea to do love bags. And that was an idea that just took wings. So as I shared the idea of telling people what I wanted to do, again, I'm non-weight bearing, so I can't even drive, so I have to depend on people to get me around to the stores and things like that. But as I shared the idea about what I wanted to do, so many people were on board. My sisters drove me to different places. My grandchildren helped put the bag together. My niece helped. My daughters donated things. Everybody just donated things. Ministers and different things like that. So we just got together, and I told them what my dream was, and they helped me to achieve that dream. Basically, the bags consist of a 3-part component. Edibles. When you're homeless, people don't think about, we can go to the refrigerator.
Now, we got to clarify edibles, because we live in a day and age where...
Okay. Well, my perspective of edible is food.
Right.
Right. So the bags consist of 3 parts. First, it's all food. I have water in there. I have juice in there. I have chips. I have fruit snacks. I have cheese crackers, peanut butter crackers, and things like that.
Right.
That's part 1. Part 2 consists of personal hygiene.
Okay.
That bag, it consists of toothbrush, toothpaste, hand sanitizer, baby powder, mouthwash, things like that.
Right.
And part 3 is a survival. we had snow yesterday. We had snow day before and rain. When we get wet, we can come inside of a warm, dry place.
Right.
People that are homeless can't do that. So
Right.
the survival part of the package consisted of heavy-duty contractor bags. When we get cold or wet, we can put up an umbrella. We don't have to lay on wet ground. So heavy-duty contractor bags. It consists of safety pins. If my zipper breaks, I have a choice of taking it somewhere
Right.
to get that zipper fixed or
Right.
getting rid of that garment.
Right.
Their zipper breaks, their zipper is just broke. So we have safety pins, clothespins. You never think about clothespins, but if they have to use that plastic and connect it to a tree or some form of shelter,
Right.
those clothespins will help do that.
Right.
And then we have gloves.
Yeah.
Well, that's self-explanatory.
So let's talk a little bit because
And let me just say this to you. After I put the bags together, it was important for them to know that they matter. So on each bag it
says you matter. Yeah, you
And
saw
they
the
do.
picture on that. It says you matter. But I want to talk to you about something because, you know, our family we've always had the ideology, the best and the blessed of us take care of the rest of us. And even when we have very little, we're always willing to give whatever it is that we have because we know it comes back full circle. But one of the conversations around stuff like this is the ideology that we're enabling people, you know, that we're when we give them stuff. Of course, I don't agree with it, but I just want to hear your perspective of that, because I as many times as I've been down to the underpasses and Tent City and all of that, I've talked to some of the guys. I've heard their stories, you know, people that had good corporate jobs or something went wrong and then they fell down the rabbit hole and ended up there. Why is this important to you, and why don't you look at it as enabling them when we're doing stuff like this?
Well, I'll start by saying I was a teen mom. That in itself produces challenges.
Yeah.
And shortly after that, I became a widow. My husband was shot and killed in front of me. That in itself produces challenges. So I know that was not due to anything that I've done. It was circumstantial.
Right.
But I worked to go to school and I became a psychiatric nurse. And one of the things that people have a tendency to forget is that we have lost so many services for mental illness. So many of those people that are in Tent City and Lower Wacker Drive and living on the streets is because they have untreated mental illness. It's very hard to get a job if you're hearing voices.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get a job if you don't have an address or be able to pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Right.
And I work inside of Juvenile Detention Center in Cook County Jail.
Yeah.
And I know that, do you all realize that once you get that X on your back, it's so many things that you cannot do.
Right.
And trust me, everybody that's inside of the jail is not guilty.
Right.
You know, so we have a lot of young people that are making a lot of mistakes, but some of the homeless people that I've talked to, it was a mother who lost her job and she lost her insurance and her house burned down. Her and her family are on the street now. So it is not a matter of enabling. It's a matter of each one reach one, because they're, for the grace of God, go out. Any of us are a paycheck away from homelessness.
Right.
And people have a tendency, it's easier to accept, it's easier to ignore it if you can blame them.
Yeah.
But if you really take a look at their circumstances and understand that they're people just like us, then it's hard to blame them.
Right.
And when it's hard to blame them, then you have a responsibility to help.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate this, and I'm going to be your legs today.
Well, thank you
I'm
so
about
much.
to load up the packages and hit the streets while the sun is still up for a little while.
And let me just say this to your listening audience or your viewing
Don't make me
audience.
cry. You know I'm sappy. So before you even start.
But, it doesn't take much. As I said, I am totally crutch dependent right now, but it doesn't take much.
Yeah.
Anybody can go to Menards or any place like Menards, Aldi's, any place, and get a couple of cases of water. Think about it. If you are living on the street, where do you think they get water?
Yeah.
Often they don't.
Yeah.
You know, when you came in with a headache, I had a headache. I went to my cabinet and I took something for the headache. They have headaches. They have toothaches.
Yeah.
One of the things in their survival package, I put Band-Aids.
Mm-hmm.
They get cut.
Right.
Anybody can go to the dollar store and spend $10 and make a world of difference.
Yeah.
And if those people put their $10 worth of stuff together and with their friends $10 worth of stuff together, and they can do it in their churches, they can do it on their blocks, they can do it within their families, they can make a world of difference. You're not enabling, you're giving a leg up.
Yeah.
And these people, they don't have anybody else. There is no one out there to save us. We have to save ourselves and we have to save each other.
Yeah. Well, I love you, Auntie.
I love you more than you know.
All right, so I'm about to load up the bags and hit the streets.
Fantastic. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for helping me make this dream come true.
No problem. Okay, so I am about to get off at the exit. This is the Canal Port exit in Chicago. There's a place down here, a couple of places they call Tent City, a couple of other places where homeless people have set up their own little villages to have their own communities, stay warm, seek shelter, have camaraderie. I got the bags in my truck, and man, you know, usually right off the expressway, I'm getting off the exit now, right off the expressway, there's usually a group of them right here. All right, here we go. What's going on, brothers? Here y'all go. Where's Perry? Perry still around? Perry died? Oh no, man.
That's been about a year and a half.
Oh my God. What about Michael Jackson?
Mike's still down there on that corner.
He down on the corner. Here you go. Here you go.
Where tall at? I don't know where.
All right.
Him and tall down there on that corner. Him and Michael.
Here. Here's another one for sister right there. Did you get one? One of the guys died. God bless you, man. You matter. All right, bro. Y'all take care. Here we go. Some more. Here you go, brother. Yeah, man. Yep. You're welcome. Here you go, brother. God bless you. Take care. Anybody else over here? I'll circle around. Still driving, passing around the care packages. I just saw somebody at the stoplight back there. I already been by that stoplight. Saw somebody at the stoplight back there hand a pair of sneakers to the guy that was standing out there. So there's other good people out here doing good work as well. I got my heat cranked, but it's just a little chilly outside. For real, for real. Turn my heat down, but yeah, man, it gets really cold in Chicago. Snow, ice, you know, temperatures that hit 40 below zero sometimes. Wind chill factor, so it gets bad out here, man, and it's just a good feeling to be able to do some good for some people that really need help. Thank you. Here we go. Here you go, brother.
Wow, man.
Yeah, man. You got some other guys over here with you?
They was right there.
Oh, I already hit them.
Yeah.
I already
there
hit
was
them.
only one.
Okay.
I don't think there's nobody around the corner. You can take them when you're going around.
Okay. I checked. I got a few more bags, man.
All right.
You seen Michael Jackson?
He wasn't down there with
He wasn't down there.
No.
Yeah, man. I just
down on the corner.
I just found out about Perry too, man. Perry was my boy.
Yeah, man.
I didn't even know he was gone, man.
He was walking in the middle of the street and the truck hit him. He kept going.
Yeah.
He
All right.
still ain't caught up with the truck driver or nothing, man.
Well, I'll be back around to check on y'all sometime.
All right, brother.
All right, brother.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Take care of yourself. So, you know, one of the reasons that I wanted to document this, it's really not for pats on the back, because I mean, we do this so much. This is not like a rare occasion for me or my family or my friends, but to show like there's a human element to this, and these people are grateful and need stuff. And so to really just show that if you would give and do something, man, like if everybody does a little bit, we can help folks out, man. Roll up on this guy right here. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? You're welcome, man. Take care. God bless you. Yeah, you just never know what people are going through, you know? So if we could be helpful, we want to be. A car just pulled behind me with their blinkers on. They're dropping off stuff too. So it is a lot of good people in the Chicago area that are trying to make a difference. It feels good to see other people out here doing the same thing and just trying to help some people. I'm on Lower Wacker Drive now, which is an area that has kind of like a 2-level street or whatever. So it has a lot of people under here, because you kind of get to stay out of the elements a little bit. Like if it's raining or snowing or whatever, at least you're not getting wet, and the rain and snow isn't hitting you up the way it would be if you were on a top level street where everything is happening. Some of these places that have like parking lots or whatever, if they're abandoned, or you know, they could get a little corner and be out of the way, they try to do that. Sometimes it's by dumpsters and really dark and desolate areas, which is scary because, you know, the rats and stuff are out. So I try to find those places too where they congregate and you can hit a lot of them up, because that's where their communities are and that's where they have a sense of community. You know, and one of the other things that we try to do is give them a sense of hope. And like one time, a guy was like, you know, you got any change, whatever. I didn't have the packages. You got any change? You got any money? And what I ended up doing was going to get a case of water and a styrofoam cooler from the gas station. I said, look, here's what you do. It's a hot day. This was in the summertime in Chicago. I said, it's a hot day. You know, you got some ice, you got some water. There's 24 things in this package of water. So what you do is you sell the waters, and when you start selling the waters, this is how you create that income. And then you go get another case of water and another case of water, and this way, at least in the summertime, you got money to eat and get food and all of that other stuff. And so when we give them change, it's not just giving them physical change, it's giving them a change in state of mind sometimes. So each one reach one. So these are the lower levels of the Chicago streets. Stetson, and just all types of underground places where people try to seek refuge, you know, where they can get away from the elements and have some type of shelter. It's tough. Here's a guy over here. Get to him. Here you go, boss. What's going on, brother? Yeah, some food, some gloves,
Oh, man.
toothpaste, toothbrush.
Amen,
Yeah, man. How many of y'all is it over here?
It was too, but they gone.
They gone? Okay. Well, I'm gonna ride around and
Got
find
no
some more
shirts or
people.
nothing?
Nah, bro. If I get something, I'll come back though. All right. Yeah, man. It's so tough seeing this, you know? Like, you got cardboard boxes set up. Here you go, brother. You're welcome, man.
You got some pants, some blue jeans?
Nah, I don't have no jeans.
What's this here right here?
It's some food, it's some water, it's a tarp, some safety pins,
That's
it's
cool.
toothbrush, toothpaste.
God bless you. Don't say no more, man.
All right,
you
brother.
Make me go to sleep.
Nah, man, you good? There's somebody else over here too?
Yeah, right here.
How many?
You going to the right place. You going to the right place. There you go right there. He got all kinds of stuff, man.
Here you go, baby. Take your time. You ain't gotta be in no rush. Take your time.
What's up, boy?
What's going on, brother? Yeah, absolutely, man.
God bless
Here you go.
brother.
All right, y'all take care now.
Yeah, there's some more people right there, sir.
Yup, I got him.
More people right here, sir.
Yup. Here you go, broski.
Thanks, man.
Yup.
How y'all doing?
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yup. Hold on, boss. Don't go nowhere. I got you.
No, that ain't no problem.
Here you go. Yep. So the crazy part is just minutes away from Wacker Drive and where a lot of people seek refuge from the elements is Rush Street and Michigan Avenue and the shopping district and all of the nice restaurants and nightlife in Chicago that people enjoy. Moments away from there, there's a group of people who don't have anything. You know, they may have lost their jobs, their families, their health, their everything, but right around the corner is a group of people that are just, you know, living life, being amazing and enjoying what they enjoy. Like, I mean, here's a horse and carriage coming this way, right? People enjoying horse and carriage rides, romantic horse and carriage rides, or with their children or grandchildren in the same city where so many people are suffering. So I am retiring for the evening. It has been very eventful. I did not get all 50 packages out today, but I think I got like 39 of them. I have 11 left. Very rewarding, very gratifying, very heartwarming. And you know, this whole video is to get people to realize that everybody can make a difference. It doesn't matter how big or small the gesture, everybody can make a difference if everybody just pitches in to do a little bit and do what they can. You know, it can make a world of difference. The impact that we can have as human beings, the impact that we can have as human beings collectively is amazing if you just have a heart to go out there and help those who may be less fortunate. You're not enabling them. Some people are just down on their luck, but some people that glimmer or that glimpse of kindness and hope can be just what they need to get them back on track. You know, and it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. So the best and the blessed of us take care of the rest of us. Get out there, make a significant impact in the world. What you do might be small to you, but it can mean the world to somebody else. Take care.